We remind you that coming up at halftime, Larry Ridley will have the highlights and analysis of this first half from our studios in Orlando.
And I have a feeling those highlights... Be pretty one-sided, too.
I think you're right, partner. Extra point try now for Suckup. And it is now 21-0. So his big play capability in full display there as he's able to return that punt for a touchdown. So after surrendering the punt return for a score, let's see what they can do in turn on this kickoff. This is taken at his 4. And a nice job there as he gets this one up just shy of the 35-yard line at the 34. And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. The results for them so far not that great. Well, not good at all. 3 drives, 3 punts.
Yeah, and now what you're doing is you're looking at your play sheet. You're trying to figure out what you're going against defensively. I wonder, are they showing them something they haven't seen or anticipated in practice, and maybe that's throwing them off? Or do they just have to go to a different play calling section and try and run some offense that way?
Now Flacco, and his throw is incomplete. He was trying to get it to Brett Perriman there. That'll bring up 2nd down.
Well, one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown them a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after them. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. So they're still at the original line of scrimmage here. 2nd down and 10. Flacco from the gun. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because they didn't completions on 1st and 2nd down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the first half. But if you don't pick up the 1st down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
3rd down. Flacco needs a decent chunk of yardage. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. 2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's 4th down.
Partner, I think that completion takes the definition of dink and dunk to a different level, doesn't it?
It does, and the defense was right there, kind of played into their hands. Now a high kick, almost a pooch punt. Take it at the 37. Shreds the tackle. Not good at all. Punt of just 24 yards there. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Out comes the Houston offense as they get set to take over here. They're out in front. Last time they had to punt it away. We'll see if they can add to their lead now.
They don't want to go out and punt it away again. This team now wants to get a cushion, put people away. They want to run their offense and have it end up in the end zone.
Here's Smith. And unable to connect on the long pass. It falls down incomplete.
But one thing's for sure, when you get a big receiver and you trust him downfield, you're going to give him opportunities to go up and get that 50-50 ball.
And he is a darn good big receiver. Unfortunately, that time didn't work out. Nice job defensively. Back to the air, Smith on 2nd down. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 10 yards there, good enough for a Texan 1st down.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a first down.
On first down, Smith. Gates has it over the middle. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18.
Partner, it's a lot of fun watching the NFL now, isn't it? Because when the big fella runs routes, it used to be when we were kids, he'd run about 3 different routes, and that was it. Now he can run anything and catch the ball, as we just saw there.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Finding room to the 20. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down. From the red zone now, Smith. And he's got it. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. Allen Hurns in the final seconds of the first half. And the Texans will extend their lead.
And that's a lead that excites a team as they head into the half. Good way to finish things off.
Yeah, able to extend that lead, and you always say it, that can totally change the complexion of half number 2.
Yeah, it changes your morale, changes your outlook. But even before that, let's see if they decide to kind of squib kick or what they're going to do on the kickoff, because you don't want to give up a big play right before the half ends.
Good point. It's good, and they stretch their lead to 28-0 now. Now here's Suckup out to kick it away. Short kick. One of the up middle take it now. And they're able to return this one all the way up to the 45.
Any return that gets you to midfield is a great return. One first down, and you're almost in field goal position.
And unless this is a quick incompletion, this is likely the last play here of this first half. Barring a flag, final play here for Flacco and company. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Derek Johnson. Why does Larry always do that? He just stops talking. Well, let's go play the third quarter. I'm psyched. This is taken near the 13. And a nice job there as he gets this one up just shy of the 35-yard line at the 34. Heading out is the Texans offense as they get set to take over here. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half.
Devontae Freeman, they're not going to get him. Touchdown, Houston. Devontae Freeman, his second touchdown of the afternoon, and the Texans add on. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one, because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
And he knocks it through. Now here's Suckup out to kick it away. This is taken at his 4. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start it.
Under pressure, and the Texans able to get in there for the sack. Frank Clark in there to drop him, and it'll be a loss of about 8.
Sometimes I watch games and wonder why they use play fakes on certain passing situations, because it's not going to fool anyone. I don't know if that was the case here, but the end result was the same. No one.
Oh, and now West lost the football. It's out. And fortunately for him, he's able to get it back, but it will be a loss on the play.
All I can say about this play is that someone's living right. I mean, he's trying to gain yardage, trying to get upfield. Ball comes free. What's that panic that we've talked about oftentimes that you feel when you lose the ball?
You can sense it.
Oh, you can sense it, and somehow he got to it and was able to recover it for his squad.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long. Operating out of the gun, Flacco into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Champ Bailey, and his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Now the Texans offense, they head back out to do battle here. It's a quick turnaround for them after the turnover, but the way they moved it on their last drive, they're probably eager to get right back at it.
And you know me and you know my tendencies in this situation. What do I want right now?
Be aggressive.
Be aggressive. Take your shot right here.
And they do get him down, but not before he reaches the 4-yard line. A very solid gain of 27. In the red zone this time. They isolate Jeffrey to the left side. Now it's Smith. Oh, and it's incomplete. That would have been big in the end zone if he could have held on. Instead, it's second down. Down this close to the goal line, first down. Surprised that wasn't a run?
I am, and you know I'm old school. I want to run the ball on first down in this situation because second down, that gives me an option of running play action and maybe throwing it.
Smith now to throw, and that is caught. Touchdown, Texans. Rob Gronkowski, 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Texans turn that interception into a touchdown.
In order to lead in a game, you're going to get plenty of contributors, but that's his second touchdown catch of this game. He's one of the key guys in this one.
And you better believe he'll be looking for the hat trick here as this one continues to go. The drive there only spanning 3 plays, and it results in the Texans finding the end zone. Now here's Suckup out to kick it away. This is taken at his 4. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. The Ravens offense now, they get set and head back onto the field. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much more in their head. And what I mean by that is just what you said. You've gone over the changes. I bet they were pretty clinical at the half, not too emotional. They might need to go to the emotional side because you've got to find something, some spark somewhere. And so far, just being calm hasn't exactly worked.
They need any spark at this point. And the offense will be looking to get at least some of this yardage back here. It's 2nd and 12. From the gun, Flacco. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
I think it's okay there. They didn't get a whole lot on that play, but it's nice to have a safety valve that's built like this guy. Big target, guy you can spot pretty easily. Put it on him when your other targets aren't open.
The Ravens on 3rd down. A pretty woeful 0 for 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. Now it's Flacco. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. Really good defensive effort. They were all over that little swing pass out to the right side before lost yardage.
Terrific read, better execution, and done with a lot of enthusiasm, wasn't it?
Absolutely.
They saw it all the way, ran to the football, and caused a nice play for lost yardage.
A great return there of 22 yards. And this offense, they're going to have excellent field position. They take over with a 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. And the Texans set to come onto the field. And last time out, another touchdown. And I think there may be some empty seats around here by the time the 4th quarter comes around.
Yeah, I have to agree with you because this one's just about decided. But you know who benefits from all those empty seats? You and me, trying to get to the airport.
That's
the road to be fairly clear
that is
by the time we have to
positive.
leave the booth.
That's good for a Texan 1st down, a 12-yard pickup.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
Dances by at the 20, and he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that'll bring up a 2nd and just about a few inches here.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. Now Smith. Jeffrey reels it in over the middle. It's a good gain of 11, sets him up 1st and goal. Alshon Jeffrey so dangerous even when a defender's near him.
He's got such a big body, ability to run, positions himself well, excellent control. And you're exactly right. Even if people are draped on him, he often comes up with the catch. He really symbolizes what people are looking for in receivers in today's NFL.
It's a good pickup of 7 yards, and now they're looking at 2nd and goal. Again, it'll be Freeman. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this 3rd quarter. So a little extra time to ponder this 3rd and goal as we back now in Baltimore. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the 4th quarter. A very one-sided affair. Now Smith on 3rd and goal. And got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston. Alshon Jeffrey there to make the grab. And the Texans continue to pour it on.
You have fun with this one, partner?
I am. I mean, he's been fun to watch under center.
We always talk about, getting to the next level, right? When we see people get into the zone, this guy's in the master class right now. What a performance he's putting on, just carving them up.
4 touchdown passes. Carving him up is right. Seems like everything he throws is going to be a completion and going in the end zone. Now, this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. So the drive there took 6 plays, and the result, a Houston touchdown. Now here's Suckup out to kick it away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working and call more of that.
Another wayward pass. Things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden a secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
And on 2nd and 10 now. Here's Flacco. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here. He was out there waving his arms saying, throw it here, dropped it, not a good look.
Well, all I can do is just look at him with contempt on that one. As a defensive back, I'm saying, not as an announcer. Just like, really?
A little bit of a diva look, isn't it?
Yeah, very much so, because I think what happens is he just had too much time to think. He's wide open now. Here comes the ball, and he doesn't concentrate and drops it.
The Ravens on third down. They're struggling. 0 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Now Flacco. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. It's the former Seahawk, Byron Maxwell. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
They run. Devontae Freeman. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. Devontae Freeman, 40 yards. And the Texans turn that interception into a touchdown. So another score there, and often you talk about the 3 phases of the game. Defense, offense, special teams. It's been a clean sweep in this one, hasn't it?
It certainly has. They've been pretty dominant throughout this game. And privately, the head coach will add a 4th phase. That's the coaching. And he'll tell the ownership that as he tries to negotiate a new contract off of this win.
They are looking strong here in the 4th quarter. Suckup for the extra point. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. Well, I'm not sure if they drew that play up to score, but it scored indeed. 1 play on the ground and into the end zone for 6. Now here's Suckup out to kick it away. The return man, Chris Moore. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. Here comes the Raven offense now, ready for another possession. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. And he couldn't hang on. Would have been their 4th pick of the game. Instead, 2nd down.
Trying to decipher what's going on out there because I don't know if he's just getting bad reads. I don't know if the defense is confusing him. I don't know if he just has, bad info and intel before he snaps the ball. But he's made some pretty bad decisions with the football lately.
Yeah, several bad decisions on the interceptions he's thrown in. Frankly, that should have been another. And he's going to go down. The Texans come at him and able to bring him to the ground.
Partner, I know that ball security is preached like crazy. But every now and then, you've got to know when to get rid of the football and save a little bit of yardage if you're a quarterback.
Because now if you're the offensive coordinator, what does it do if it was 3rd and 10 versus 3rd and much longer as it is now?
Yeah, it changes everything in terms of play.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. It's the former Seahawk, Byron Maxwell. And put it on the board. It's 6, a touchdown. That's the story of the game. They've been suffocating all game long on defense. They were suffocating there again in a big way.
And they've done it not just by out-athleting them, which is often the case, but by being able to adjust to anything they tried to throw at them and beating them to the punch each and every time. This was a defense that was well prepared.
Extra point try now for Suckup. Now, this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick six. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. And heading back onto the field now, the Texans defense. First and 10 here for Flacco. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. Flacco to throw again on second down. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here. It's been that kind of a day so far throwing the football. It just seems like nothing going right offensively.
Yeah, it's a catch that should have been made, pure and simple. And look, everything else that goes into running a good pass route, throw it all out if you don't catch the ball.
Been that kind of game throwing the football so far. Nothing going right offensively. The Ravens on third down. It has been a disaster. 0 for 8 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Flacco looks to throw. Oh, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going. Fair to say, hasn't been his best game throwing the football, but also not getting a lot of help out there either.
Yeah, you nailed it pretty well, you know. He's got to throw it better, got to get more help. Obviously one that should have been caught. They've got to find a way to bring those two elements together so they can make some progress in this one.
Here's Sam Cook now as they're forced to kick for the 6th time today. And he fields it cleanly. Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially, give him 15. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The Texans offense now, they get set to head back on the field here. And Charles, in a very one-sided affair, I think we reached the point in the broadcast where you and I, we may have some filling to do, right?
Yeah, I think you're right about that because we got to try and keep people around. We don't want them to change the channel. Stay with us in this game. Is that Ben Ramsar? Are you hearing from Ben on the headset here telling us stretch this thing out a little bit?
Get some talking points. Dig them all out.
That's what you get. A big-time producer. Keep them here. Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the 4th as it was way back in the 1st, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
And to give this time to the tailback. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down. Time for a break. Back to finish it off on EA Sports after this. So it's Texans football as we welcome you back. They've got a 2nd down now as they look to salt this one away. On 2nd down, Freeman. Oh, and now he bowls him over. And now running right through it. So he got free of 1 tackle but couldn't do a whole lot else. 4 yards on the pickup there, and now they're left with a 3rd and 8.
If you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, a guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
He's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a first down. They say he was out of bounds, so a big call there that brings up fourth.
When we talk with people about what we think the most important quality for an NFL quarterback to possess, what do people usually say?
Arm strength. He showed the arm strength there.
Yeah, pretty good bullet pass he threw, but he wasn't accurate, was he?
No.
Listen, you like mobility, but accuracy, first and foremost, is what a quarterback needs. He didn't possess it on that play.
So it's 3 more points, and that widens things out even further here in the fourth.
Hey, in this league, you can never have too much. So if you're in range, grab the 3 whenever you can.
This fielded at the 2. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. The Houston defense we watch as they get set to go.